here has seen a goalkeeper at the penalty spot? Anyone who follows soccer has probably seen it many times, right? That Sidônio guy, the marketing whiz, is making millions to do all this crazy stuff. Just like he made a ton of money over there in Bahia, from everywhere, all public money. I want to see if he's really that good to do political advertising without getting anything, or to advertise a company and have that company blow up from making so much money. But public affairs are different. Look, you're going to need a lot. Sidônio, because the owner of Quaist must be outraged by what just leaked. The guy must be outraged. Look at what happened. These lousy visits from Lula. It's over. The people there from several small towns, word of mouth. And that's why I told you that Felipe Nunes must be like a goalkeeper on the penalty spot. Here, you go one way, then another. Try over there, right? But if the striker is skilled and takes the shot really focused, it doesn't matter if Felipe Nunes and Sidônio are there as much as they want. Nothing beats that. An audio leaked of a resident and a group of people in a place where Lula was. It's always like that. The money just to be able to... And look, it's still very few people who go. But according to Quest, the guy's popularity is skyrocketing. And the audio, you know, my friends, word of mouth advertising is the best there is. We're going to share everything here. This and other facts, Barroso is already freaking out and getting scared. No, look, I wanted to stay out of the Magnitsky list. I wanted to get my visa back so I could go to my 30 million raise apartment. If possible, if Trump helps me, fine. But if not, well, that's life. Man, you lost, buddy, you lost. We defeated Bolsonarism, now they're whining, so enjoy it. I've got a ton of news for you this Friday, so hit that like button and come join our family. I'll bring that one right away. You guys have probably seen this in a lot of places, but look how things are, right? This guy here. Barroso announces his retirement from the Supreme Federal Court. It was already predictable, especially now that Magnitsky had his visa cancelled. His daughter is in a lot of trouble. That's how it is. It's Brazil for us, the United States for him and his whole family. Lula's Brazil for us, for them, my friends. Look, I'm going to say it, right? And Barroso announced it there. He cried, right? In the press conference he gave. So I did everything I could, and now this Trump, right? It's over. He... Sanctioning. Then I lost my visa. The best comment I saw on the internet. It was this one from Colonel Gerson, right? Trump and Rubio know about Barroso's role in the Biden era. A real and inconvenient truth. The former Supreme Court president didn't anticipate Trump's White House return. None of them counted on it. They didn't expect Trump to win there. They thought that even with ups and downs, Biden and then Kamala would end up winning. The polls, right? They're also trying to operate in the United States. So I say, right? Well, Trump is not going to win. Nothing will happen. We'll keep doing bad things. Yes. Did you ever, in your wildest dreams, imagine that Barroso, his sons, all these people would end up in such a totally humiliating situation? We imagine Marias if Trump won, but not the others. That's because Trump is Lula's best friend, right? Now he's Lula's best friend. Trump criticized Marias' wife on Monday. On Tuesday, he said, no, look. I saw the cachaça pudding there in the United Nations hallway, right? And then we talked for 30 seconds, but notice. Note that just a day earlier, he had sanctioned Marias' wife. He talked, I've already shown it here. He also treated with great cordiality even the dictator of North Korea. Now let's see here, Gerson.
He is in a very complex situation because he knows he can be targeted by the Magnitsky Act. He knows that his name is also among those responsible for this structure that was set up in the country to reorganize the system and take Bolsonaro out of the running. He knows that President Trump and Marco Rubio know exactly what is happening in Brazil. Maybe he wants to step out of the spotlight so he doesn't escalate his situation. I don't know what kind of behind-the-scenes contacts are happening. He knows that Minister Gilmar Mendes is next in line, but he also knows that he was the main person responsible, let's put it that way, for bringing the Superior Electoral Court closer to the Biden administration. He acknowledges that he requested help from the State Department and United States Agency for International Development. And this whole scheme is being unraveled, investigated here in the United States. Exactly, because what happened in Brazil was a repetition, a reflection of what had happened here and is now being investigated.
Barroso thought, well, I'm going to escape the Magnitsky sanctions, retired and all that. There's no way, baby. The Magnitsky Act, that's going to get him. And if it doesn't get even Rosa Weber, as many say, if it doesn't get even Rosa Weber, okay? Detail. Now I want to show you here, Magnitsky. Claudio Dantas, who is a very well-known journalist throughout Brazil, he said, this is what you have to do. We need to share some information here and there, but that's what you have to do. I banned election polls from my website until next year because they have become tools of distraction and manipulation. A smokescreen for journalism to advance its project of destroying the opposition through the media and the justice system. Government supporters' response to the overturning of the tax everything measure by criminalizing politics is clear proof. Lula's biggest fear is a strong center-right opposition, like the one on Wednesday, which canceled his entire plan to raise taxes. Guys, that's why I ask, please share it a lot. If you're already here, go ahead and hit the like button. It helps the video get more engagement on the platform. And if you're not part of it yet, come join our family. Let me explain here. Never in the history of Brazil have so many studies been done as now. The more they spread these lies, polls against amnesty, polls against Bolsonaro, polls against anything related to the right are meant to try to manipulate as many people in public opinion as possible. If you notice, for example, I watch a lot, sometimes I have a lot of hard drives that I watch on television because I really don't watch those regular channels. I don't even have a signal. I'm not even set up on my television. But we have Amazon Prime. I don't watch Netflix. It's really hard to set it up there. There's Paramount, which is also a streaming service for series and stuff. I occasionally watch it there, but often don't have time for television. But when we watch what's going on with the ads from this government, this misgovernment, from that guy Nefasto, that old bastard, it's outrageous. It's outrageous. That's exactly it. Yeah, everywhere you look on the internet, you see federal government, but it's not solving anything. And when we speak here, we speak up, we call it like it is. Here, for example, this guy here, folks, is Felipe Nunes. Felipe Nunes is the owner of Quest. He ran campaigns for both Brazilian Social Democracy Party and Workers' Party. He was a marketer for Dilma and Fernando Pimentel. You all already know this. He must be really mad at Lula, really mad because he's mapping out and doing all sorts of crazy things to try to convince people that Lula is on top. But the reality turns out to be completely different at this event. Here, look, the mayor from the PL. Leo da Cunha from Estreito Maranhão. That city in the northeast is outrageous. It's that old PL, the one that has leftists from the northeast. Just so you have an idea, the guy is from the PL and the vice mayor is from the Workers' Party. Look here, taking people to Imperatriz do Maranhão, where Lula was attending an official government event. This was on Monday. Estreito is 120 kilometers from Imperatriz do Maranhão. It's a crazy thing. The guy is from the PL. These are the things that Valdemar should be paying attention to. We need to get rid of these guys. For the PL to establish itself as a purely right-wing party, we have to get rid of these guys. The guys were here, friends of Mayor Leo da Cunha and Vice Mayor Ermilda from the Workers' Party on October 6th, keeping an eye on things. They put these people on buses to meet with Lula. Let's see. Oh, good. The buses were already in position here. They're activists wearing red shirts and all. Stuff from the Movimento dos Trabalhadores Rurais Sem Terra. This is over in Maranhão. Do you understand? They have to take it, and now you're going to know the truth. Here's another truth. Look, how does it work? What's the modus operandi? Why do these people go? You're going to see it right here now. Want to see? I'm fixing it here because it already fell. See? Look, what a mess. It's the make me laugh, my friends. It's the make me laugh. Hold on, son. Let's go.
Guys, whoever has already won the thing will have to go tomorrow. If you want to participate, message me privately, okay? I'll send the organization link here with the time the bus will come to pick everyone up, alright? Then send me your phone number, full name, and address for the payment, okay? Are you going to split the money?
No, she said they're going to give 50 reais for people to go. They're the ones who will give it for people to go there to pay. I saw it here in the group.
We should check with the people who already...
Do you see? The truth is like a tsunami. It can't be contained. These militants you're seeing here, 50 reais per head. Then you say, no, Fabiano, no, but would someone go for 50? Of course they would. Your reality there in your city, in your region, is totally different from these people here. Why do you think the Workers' Party spreads and keeps letting people stay in such misery? Because the misery of people is often profit for the Workers' Party. Misery is like, let's say, the raw material for the Workers' Party. For the Workers' Party to be able to deceive people, they have to keep people in total misery. They have to leave the citizen in a completely deplorable and humiliating state. I ask you, if this person you heard in the audio that ended up leaking in the group, 50 reais per person, that Lula will be in the city so you can go where he is? If this person from the audio, if these people you're seeing here, all of them, let's suppose they were there, an income of 6,000 or 5,000 reais per month, do you think she'd be in this humiliating situation? Needing to chase after 50 reais to go to an event of some scoundrel? She wouldn't. Lula himself has already said that in the past. The more a person earns, the more they invest, the higher the salary. The less likely they are to vote for the Workers' Party when a person starts to succeed, starts to grow, starts to improve their life. They never vote for the Workers' Party again, never again. Because what the person will want to continue the prosperity. The person will want to keep growing. Why do we always put several businesses here, right? Because sometimes the person doesn't have the skill here, right? They learn. Practice makes perfect. I always put it here. Ways for people to work, yeah, especially with social media, with the digital market, because it's a really good opportunity. I have an example in my own home. So, when someone starts to prosper on their own initiative, because they went after it, they'll never vote for those harmful people again, my friends. Do you think someone with a good salary would chase 50 reais? Chase after a bus, a crowded truck, just to go after some drunkard who only deceives people? Who would want to live like that, with a dirt floor and so many people around? It's misery that generates votes. It's the raw material. For example, if you have a clothing store, what's your raw material? The clothes, right? You have to manufacture, or if not, you buy it so you can resell it, right? It's your raw material. Workers' Party's raw material is hunger and misery. It's just that they, unlike you, who always need to keep some stock there to be able to sell, they keep the stock really low, way lower, so the person becomes even more dependent.
And never get out of it.
Never. Because poor regions of Brazil, like this city and many other places, can have everything. Take note of that. It's always a mayor linked to the left, a left-wing mayor. It's not just that this guy is from the PL. He supports Lula, and his deputy is from the Workers' Party. Just so you have an idea. Why would the guy want to bring progress to the city? If the misery, right? And does the lack of resources bring him votes? They are nefarious, and that's a fact. 50-year-old, another leaked audio, another leaked audio. So this video gets shared a lot. Hit the like button and come be part of our family. Subscribe to our channel. I'll be back soon with more news and information here on the Parents and Children channel.